Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery amako kari mano urawo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kari mano urawo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery amako kari mano urawo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare mano imana deka dinta jarabia ngene buge boya we mana deka dinta jarabia ngene buge boya ogano chore aso coach betena bagati tindawo Ogago chore aso coach, but no baggage in no abo. Brother Masipala, Makine, Sirika, Kiweli, Sigiru, Basabo. Esio, Emawana. Esene madam maki werendo gebego Imana bunkage maki we esendelu enyedia onine kero sabo.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me.
Ndu he we mborabo awke tohoso. Ndu he we mborabo awke tohoso. Sabo
Emmanuel So when you send the message, you have my direct line.
One name Biafra, Biafra, here where they give brother. Senator Biafra,
welcome you, thank you.
Governor Biafra, Absolute Biafra, Abataya, here where they give brother.
Alright, let's go. Thank you for joining me. Let's go very quickly to the reason why I am here. Let's do this very, very quickly. Apology from this man of Mammon, this Mammon worshipper. I told him that this is not an apology. Ibu Ezigbote Onye-Oshi. Ole-Oshi. I call this nothing but gaslighting. Listen to him. Listen to apology. This man. These people, they have already built a mansion in hellfire. Tell this man that I told him, Pastor Van Van told him that he has built his mansion in hellfire and he cannot redeem it back to heaven. That the GO, his mansion is in hellfire and he cannot redeem it back to heaven. Any one of you celebrating that this man apologized, I pity for you. May God have mercy on you. Your intelligence is zero. Let's listen to this man of Mammon.
I'm going to be apologizing for making a mistake. for saying that if you don't pay tithe, you might not make it to heaven. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Look at the face of somebody that's even apologizing. I'm sorry, I made a mistake of saying that if you don't pay your tithe, you might not make it to heaven. That was not what he said, though. Go and watch that video. He said, anybody who does not pay his tithe is not going to heaven. Full stop. That was the video. I remember it very well. And now he's saying that he said, you might not make it to heaven. I am sorry. Don't look at his face that he's using to apologize. Look at his face so that he's using to apologize. This is Afonja. Look at his face. I'm going to repeat it again. So you see somebody that's apologizing on his face, and you will see the kind of apology he made. Look at it.
For saying that if you don't pay tithe, you might not make it to heaven. I'm sorry.
Look at him.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. I'm sorry.
That's not in the Bible.
It's not in the Bible. Okay.
What the Bible says is, he had peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see God. Now, let me tell you.
Now, as the people were getting ready to celebrate that he apologized, which is not an apology, by the way, then he didn't want them to celebrate because this man can never apologize because his God is Mammon. He cannot apologize. I don't hope you guys are listening to me. Let it not be that I am just talking and nobody's hearing me. Are you guys hearing me? Let me see the comment section. Are you guys hearing me very well? And then the voice is coming out very well, because I really need to nip this to the board so that you understand that this man is a born Ole-Oshi. I'm watching my words carefully, because if I use the kind of word I have inside of me, YouTube will ban this video. So I want to make sure YouTube doesn't ban it, so that any one of you that goes to patronize this man, just know that your patronage is you are patronizing Lucifer, and that you are building your mansion in hell. That is, if there is anything like hell, by the way. Now listen to me. Listen to him, an apologetic man. Now let's go. Let's go. People want to celebrate. Daddy have apologized, because they know that he lied. But they still go there. You don't even know why you are going there. I have told you people, the reason why you are going there is because you are hypnotized. The last August that just passed, he has sacrificed more head of cow that will make you. You don't know why you go. You don't even know why you call him Daddy G.O. But you continue to call him because you are under a spell. S-P-E-L-L. Spell. And you are hair bound in that spell. Now let's continue to listen to him. Somebody that wanted to apologize. Listen,
See God. Now, let me tell you. Listen to me. You know, it is possible to be right and wrong at the same time.
So it is possible to be right and wrong at the same time. So he's trying to tell you, even though I have apologized that I was wrong, I was actually right. I was not wrong. It is possible to be right and wrong at the same time. Are you following this crafty criminal? Yeah, I'm taking you somewhere. Let's go there. This man, these people, oh, thank God for Biafra. I am telling you, me, Pastor Van Van Van, I am not Pastor Van 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 for nothing. I will make sure that none of these business centers will establish themselves in Biafra land. I'm telling you, if that is the last thing I will do, I will do it. Criminals everywhere. You can be wrong and right at the same time. Listen to this crafty criminal.
Listen to me. You know, it is possible to be right and wrong at the same time.
Okay.
I prove it to you.
Okay, I want to prove it now.
I mean, I'm a scientist, so I know that.
He's a scientist. This man is a scientist. He said he's a scientist. Is that what he said? He said he's a what? Scientist. Now I'm gonna finish him there now. Listen.
Me, I'm a scientist.
He said, I am a scientist. What is a scientist doing on the pulpit? Scientist. Scientist of what? If you are indeed a scientist, then you have no business on the pulpit deceiving people and talking about tithe. Now, you say you were wrong about the tithing, that it is not in the Bible. Now, what does the Bible say about tithes? He will not tell you. He was wrong. by telling you that if you don't pay your tithe, you may not make heaven. But that was not what he said. And he said he was wrong. Now ask him, what does the Bible say about tithing? He will not go there because he is looking for more money. Anytime you see him sit down like this, and he's talking to all the mugu that are sitting down, thousands and millions of them, sitting down in his redemption camp in Ogun State, and then those of you watching him all across the world, all he's doing is washing your brain, and this time around, what he wants to do, he is there with Kalashnikov trying to gaslight you. That's exactly what he wants to do now. Let's continue to listen to this, smooth criminal.
I prove it to you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a scientist.
A scientist.
Mm-hmm. For years.
Okay.
We taught.
Okay.
That light travels in straight lines.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that correct? At least those of you who know a little bit of physics will say, sure,
mm-hmm.
but light doesn't bend.
Mm-hmm.
It goes straight. But later on, we discover it's not just not straight as a rock.
You see them? You see all the mugu. Some of them have PhD. Some of them are graduates. Some of them are intellectuals, but they have been held spellbound under the otumokpo. Under what? Under the otumokpo of this old man washing their brain. Look at them. Old men, 70 years old men. They have been hoodwinked. They have been held spellbound. Their brain is gone, completely empty. They cannot use their head. All of them. Look at them. A bunch of them. And there are many. They are in their millions. And that's why this man will not be able to tell them the truth that the government of the day is evil. That there is Islamization coming very quickly. That Fulani and the terrorists are taking over everywhere. He will not tell them. But he's looking for money now to buy another private jet. He's coming to tell them that he didn't tell them the truth before. But now he is coming to actually fortify the lie that he told them. He wants to add balance to the lie he told them. Oh, my goodness me. You people don't know what is wrong with you in that contraption. Now listen to this criminal.
But later on, we discover it's not just not straight as a rod. Light travels in waves, going in one direction, but in waves. It is wrong to limit you to 10%.
Okay, you see? So now, haven't told you that it is not in the Bible. Now, he is coming back to tell you another one that does not even exist at all. At all. Now, at least in your Bible, there is 10%. You know that there is something like 10%. But who gives that 10%? They will not tell you. But this man now, he is trying to manufacture another one that does not exist. Which is by telling you that he cannot limit you to 10%. Are you following this criminal? Are you following it? Now, YouTube, I am not lying. I know the Bible. I am not actually attacking this man. I am exposing criminality on the pulpit. Now, their Bible, what they used to quote is Malachi 3, which actually was talking to the priests and not the people. And they quote some places in other Old Testament, which talks about 10%. But this man have left all those ones because that is not enough for him. He doesn't want to limit them to 10%. He wants them to go higher. Onye-Oshi, Ole-Oshi. Oloriburuku nieni. Oloriburuku. Now listen.
It is wrong to limit you to 10%.
Okay.
At a time when some of you should be 20%, 30%, 40%.
Are you seeing it? Is there anywhere like 20% in the Bible? No. Is there anything like 40% in the Bible? No. Is there anything like percent in the Bible for your tithes? No. But he has manufactured it now. Upon saying they apologize, oh my goodness me. A thief is always a thief. Are you listening to me? My mother of blessed memories told me, wash a pig, dry a pig remains a pig. It will always go back to the mire. It will always go back to the gutter. These people belong in the gutter. There is no sanity in them. There is no righteousness in them. There is no holiness in them. They are mammonic in nature. They are dubious in nature. 419 is their craft, and they live in Nigeria, a country that breeds criminality. And that's why they flourish and they blossom. Go and check the list of the richest pastors. He tops the 10. He's on the top 10 in the whole world, though. Check the list of the richest pastors. He is on the top charts. Now, probably he wants to overtake the person that is on number 3, because he is number 4, probably. So that's why he's telling you now he doesn't want to limit you to 10%. Now, if you are giving 10%, no, you are not doing it right. You have to, now, if he now limits you, then your blessings will be small. You have to increase your giving. Hello? The situation you are now in that contraption, is somebody supposed to be telling you about giving? All the money you have given to these criminals, are they not supposed to use this particular season? That dollar is now 1,800 and something, almost 1,900 or thereabout, to $1. Are they not supposed to be giving back to you now? All what you have given to them. Your 10% you even gave, that he came to apologize, but eventually not an apology. Is he not supposed to at least bring 5% out of that 10 and share with you now that you have no food? You have nothing to eat. You cannot pay your hospital bills. You cannot pay your children's school fees. Is he not supposed to come to you now and tell you, oh yeah, please, somebody should stop spamming I will block you. Mazi Emeka, this is your comment. Stop sending so many comments on the comment section. If you send only one comment, please taproot. If somebody send one particular comment more than 2 times, block that person, please. Because you are spamming my comment section and YouTube is going to give me a problem with that. If you write it only once, it's okay. I saw your comment, you have written it. Why are you repeating it again and again and again and again? You're going to spam my program, and it's going to be a problem for this program from being seen. Don't do it again. You see, so he has to continue to exploit you. Criminals in high places. Criminals in high places. Look at them. This man, okay, let me go and listen to him. All right. This man, I know him. He's the one that anointed me. This man, he's the one that ordained me. So I know him. I have operated under his shadow. Criminality shadow. I came out from this criminal. So I know what I'm saying.
At a time when some of you should be 20%, 30%, 40%, 10% should be for beginners.
10% should be for beginners. Look at this. Now, the only thing, this man is an highway robber. This man is Ole-Oshi. The only thing is that he is using microphone. And I'm telling you, he is stealing more than the man that is having Kalashnikov and AK-47. Because with AK-47, you will not show them and they will give you. But this one, he is talking, looking at you in the eye with Ogboju and the Juju and everything. You will give him your money. Look at his eyes. Does this look like the eyes of Christ? No. Look at his eyes. Is there any semblance of Christ in this man? Just imagine Christ sitting down to tell you that what he taught you before was not correct. And then he comes back to tell you that he's trying to make it even worse. And he comes to tell you about money and about you giving when you are hungry and you can barely survive or feed yourself. When there is no hospital for you to go and for you to take your wives and your children to. Christ will come. Amore, grazie. Christ will come and he will begin to tell you all those jargon. Whether there is no vivo, rather, 187 che mi segue adesso vivo. Che sono qua? Guarda me. Io sono qua, tu sei qua. YouTube, Facebook e tutti quanti.
Ciao, big man.
Ciao, big man, grazie. Okay. Do you understand what I mean now? This man is nothing but, I call them altar bandits. You know, you people see bandits in the bush. I say, bandit, they don't call them terrorists, they call them bandits. But these ones, they are bandits on the altar. Bandits with microphone. Do you think it's easy? Because if somebody come to you with microphone, you will not give that person your money now. But this one is doing it with a very ferocious alacrity. He's exploiting you and stealing from you with microphone. These guys are good. They never born you. Maybe carry microphone, enter my house, call hold up and tell me 10%. You know what I see? But this man, he's sitting down there. There are millions of people sitting down listening to him. He's shining his eyes and telling them that you are a beginner is the one that should be giving 10%. Those of you that are here, if you have been giving 10% and you say it is too much for you, then you don't know anything. You are just a beginner. You should graduate to 20%, 30%, 40%, 100%. That is why he stood on his altar and asked people to come out and give 1 billion without any fear, without remorse. Do you understand me? And that's why the people that are his friends today are the likes of Tinubu. Do you know that this man anointed Tinubu and gave him the name Abraham, a Jagaban, a Pablo Escobar? You anointed him with the name, the precious name of the friend of God, Abraham. How else do you qualify this man? This man, hey, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Anybody celebrating that Adeboye, because my sister sent me the video thinking that maybe I will be very happy. Beloved sister, if you are watching me now, I am even enraged. I am enraged. I mean, rage and fury is burning from within me. This man is nothing but an altar bandit. With microphone? With microphone. He's telling you that 10% is too small. That is to say, as I'm working now, and my salary probably is $1,500 or $1,000, and I give 100, he's telling me that 100 is a beginner. If I've been giving 100 before, every month, if I collect my salary, I should just give him 300 out of my 1,000. I'll give him 300. And then I will take the remaining one and pay my house rent and pay that. Then he is buying the latest private jet. He is buying expanded lands in Ogun State to build his paradise on earth. And I am struggling to take care of my children. And you think he's a human being? Yeah, the network just misbehaved and left, so I'm going to end it up here. You see, this man, hey, if you ever believed this man, if you ever believed him, may God have mercy upon you. You have believed an altar bandit. Banditry is their specialty. That is why today, this man doesn't have any problem that Fulani herdsmen are taking over everywhere, that Christians are not, being safe in Kaduna. He would go to Kaduna and pray for people like El-Rufai, who actually, has given part of Kaduna to bandits, surrendered it to bandits and said, let the bandit chase away all the Christians there. In Adamawa, they've taken over all. One of his pastors was preaching in Abuja broad daylight, the woman was hacked into pieces because she was preaching. But the only thing that this man is concerned about is coming to tell you that your 10% is just a beginner. After telling you that he's apologizing. Yeah? And then from the apology, he told you, you can be wrong and right at the same time. So he was not wrong. Mammon is their God. Satan is who they worship. And if you continue to believe them, your name, not sorry. Your name now waiting, not sorry. Honestly speaking, your name not sorry. Let me see whether I can play it again. Maybe let me see if the thing will show again for here. It will show for here. Let me see, because the network just disappeared. For those that are just joining, I would have loved to play that thing again. It doesn't connect. The network is bad. The network doesn't connect. Anyway, you have already listened to it. Let me see. You have already listened to it.
Giving should be going to be apologizing.
He's going to be apologizing
for making a mistake. For saying that if you don't pay tithe, you might not make it to heaven. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Look at his face.
That's not in the Bible. What the Bible says is, he had peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see God. Now, let me tell you. Listen to me. You know, it is possible to be right and wrong at the same time.
Hey!
I prove it to you. I mean, I'm a scientist.
Scientist.
For years.
A scientist that should be thinking of how to invent things, how to make his country at least a producer of something, even if the matches they don't produce. A scientist is on the pulpit. The other one, he calls himself Dr. Nenche, he's on the pulpit. All of them criminals.
We taught that light travels in straight lines. Now, is that correct? At least those of you who know a little bit of physics will say, sure, but light doesn't bend. At corner, it goes straight. But later on, we discover it's not just not straight as a rod. Light travels in waves, going in one direction, but in waves. It is wrong to limit you to 10%. At a time when some of you should be 20%, 30%, 40%, 10% should be for beginners. Giving should be violently.
Oh!
Violently.
Did you hear that? Giving should be violently. Your giving should be violently. Your righteousness shouldn't be violently. Your holiness shouldn't be violently. But your giving should be violently. Show me your pastor, and I will show you a thief. Show me your pastor, and I will show you an highway robber. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jerry, aka Pastor Vam. I'm going to leave you with this jingle. Our PM will be in Australia this Sunday, so don't miss it. This Sunday, we are coming to Australia, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you are there. The Zoom link will be out very soon. So have a wonderful afternoon. Only that I don't have time, I would have put link. My time is up, completely up. If you want us to come back with this subject so that you will make your contribution, and maybe if I'm wrong, you correct me, let me know so that I'll bring it back again. Let me give 2 minutes. Do you want us to come back with this topic so that you will correct me if I'm wrong, or you add what I did not say if I am right? Please let me know. Maybe in the comment section after I end it, write it, because I cannot wait again for this, okay? Just write it in comment section so that I will know. All right? Thank you very much.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more. We haven't got the sophisticated war aim of Nigeria to conquer, to overrun, to do something or the other. For us, it's merely to prevent. And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Australia liaison are inviting Biafrans in Australia and all over the world to come join us in welcoming the good guy, the unsolvable mathematics, the game changer, the nuclear shelter of the Biafra Defense Force, the spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Eba Simon Njoko. On the 6th of October 2024, time 11 a.m. Biafra time, venue Zoom meeting.
If we want to get it right, we must stop crying Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. Of you crying for Simon Ekpa, you should stop crying for Simon Ekpa. Ekpa is no longer the problem that is holding Biafra not to come. He is not the person holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. We are the people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because we are sleeping.
Yeah, Zoo is panicking. We are panicking. It is the truth.
A lot is going on in our land, and of course, we have to defend ourselves any day, anytime. Nigeria terrorist government have come with a lot of propaganda. When you demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, they profile you. They call you criminals, they call you terrorists, they call you all manner of names. The reason for that is to demoralize you. And we must not fall for that. My fellow Biafrans, I call on you this evening, do not allow the names they call you today to demoralize you.